It's illegal to use a legal name, read and share the BCCRSS. I'm going to read a couple introductory lessons from the American Lawyer 1907. You can find on caveguide.wordpress.com. I printed this out, put 8 pages per sheet, so it's on both sides, and I can read it. Okay, so I'm going to let you know how the introduction of American Lawyer works from 1907, and then this is going to help to bring the BCCRSS and the Ten Commandments back into full view. Instead of full, they, you. This is the full truth of you. Okay? So instead of the full, instead of the fool, F-O-O-L, you're going to do the F-U-L-L. Okay? Or the phi of L, which means the personified spirit within the light within you that is nothing sweeter than you, more or less. Okay, the American Lawyer, Chapter 1, Introductory. It is assumed that what the people of the United States really think or want as citizens is expressed through the ballot box. In the interim of these official utterances, public thought is reflected and more or less created by the 4 great organs of public opinion: the pulpit, that's Jeff, right? The religious type people. The press, which means they trust what they hear on the news. The bar, which is what is legal, okay? And then the stage. I shall not undertake to estimate the relative value of each of these organs as creative forces in shaping the course and destiny of the nation, but it is impossible to discuss one without keeping them all in view. They are parts of a whole. They bear the same close relationship to each other that the nose, ears, eyes, and the throat do to the head. Still, each is capable of separate distinctive treatment, but it is only by acquiring a correct knowledge of them all that one can fully comprehend the combined influence which these 4 organs may have upon existing affairs. My subject is the bar, but I must elucidate it here. Elucidate. Got to look that one up. Okay. But I know what it is. It means elusive or elucidate. Elucidate. My subject is the bar, but I must elucidate it here and there by brief reference to the pulpit, the press, and the stage. In a confederation of states like the one which we have established with a written constitution, it seems natural that the lawyers should predominate in the government. They framed the former instrument. They both make and interpret the laws. While this is said to be a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, it is not, perhaps, going too far to add, subject to the lawyers. At least the crude sentiments of the people must be filtered through the lawyers, first as politicians, then as legislators, and afterwards as lawyers and judges. The lawyers swarm in all of the departments of the national and state government, and while they never act in public questions as organized body, as a unit, their influence in all branches of public and private life is most profound and penetrating. It is therefore both the right and interest of the whole people to demand that lawyers should be intelligent, capable, honest, and devoted to the administration of justice, while hundreds of lawyers are turned out upon the community each year to graze upon all of the pastures of public office. When they swarm in and control every branch of the government, executive, judicial, and legislative, no question is of more importance to the people than to know whether this dominating class is living up to its true mission. Despite this palpable truth, the laity has paid no attention to the subject, nor does the bar make any full, real introspection of itself. Know thyself was the Delphinian invocation. In every aspect of life, it is to be classed among the most important of commands. It has been overlooked or neglected by the lawyers in respect to their office. At least no one has yet made public the results of an investigation of the profession, while the multitudinous treatises which legal writers have published cover almost every inch in the extensive field of technical law. The important region of the lawyer's vocation seems to have escaped them. Apparently no lawyer has yet published the real nature of his calling. going from the top to the bottom of it. The reason is obvious. It is a subject more literary and general than legal. It carries one far beyond precedent. He who ventures therein must be prepared to quit the sacred precincts of precedent and stare decisis and depend upon ethics and natural conditions which underlie human society. When lawyers become authors, they are unable to free themselves from technical and professional restraints, and while their works have done something to reduce the law to a science within itself, yet its more comprehensive relations have escaped them, hence the enormous importance of those aspects which, while doubtless felt in a dim way, have hitherto received but little recognition as living forces in society. Okay, that's page 4. So you can see, I got it here. It's 200 pages. I'll be reading it. I just read 5 pages for you. There you go. Or 2 pages, whatever. 3 pages. You get the idea, right? It's illegal to use a legal name. They didn't have the BCCRSS in 1907. They have it now in 2015. So you've had it for almost 8 years, coming up on 8 years in October. You've had the BCCRSS, yet you are utterly clueless about the need and importance of knowing what a contract is and what a fraud is and how you are complicit and culpable in the crime. Is even if you didn't pull the trigger, if you're the driver of the getaway car, then you are complicit in the murder and any other crimes attached to that event or act. Or no event, no mind, no truth mind. That's why it's an event. Let's have an event. Let's have a no mind. Everybody get together, then it's a hive mind. So it's illegal to use a legal name. Read everything on the creativeguy.wordpress.com website, and you will be a fucking genius. And you'll be getting the word out, and you'll be shining brighter than all the stars combined, and I won't have to tell you shit, and you won't have to ask me shit. Because you already know. It's illegal to use a legal name. I'm going to go for about a 5-mile walk today. I'm waiting for the pedals to come for the bike, and then I'll have a bike. Probably get a bike lock pretty soon, a good one, even though they can use bolt cutters and cut through anything. You really just got to have like one of those places that you can, there needs to be a public bike lock place that's like locked in. And it prints a little receipt when you lock your bike so that you can go back and get it. And it's free. But it's a place to lock your bike. It's like a see-through thing. It's like clear, but it's like bulletproof kind of thing. You're not getting in there unless you have a bike in there. And there'll be like maybe an attendant that just hangs out there and gives away free juice or smoothie or whatever. So I might go for a 10-mile walk today. Who knows? I'm going to be taking a long walk today. I'm going to get a lot to think about. I'm going to meeting somebody and giving them $12. I wrote it's illegal to use legal name on the $12. I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to get a organic cotton beanie for $12. Why? Because I want a new hat and it's nice organic cotton. Maybe I'll hand her a truth billboard. Hey, did you know it's illegal to use legal name? Hey, just make a copy of it when you get a chance and make 10 copies and hand them out. Do a mitzvah, do a good deed. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You didn't know it's illegal to use legal name. You got some learning to do. Have fun spending the $12. You get yourself a couple bubble teas at the Dober Tea Cafe over here on Haywood. So yeah, the Haywood is the Haywood, meaning phallic worship wood, or the wormwood, which is the worm beneath the waist. Satan's worm. Fishhook, Nimrod. Yeah, the one is the hook with the J with the hook at the end. And then you're the worm and you're the wormwood. It's like a crazy anagogic. It starts to kind of make sense when you start to see for what it is that you're not a physical body. Physical body is just what you're... Okay. When you become holder in due course... Well, what you do is you let them know, hey, I know this birth certificate's a fraud. I'm the holder in due course of this body. I'm the master and commander. Anybody trying to fucking come at me saying that they own this body, they better prove it written from God. Because I'm following the 10 Commandments and I read the BCCRSS, and I even served you the BCCRSS on March 24th, 2022. Shasta County election office. The county clerk got it. I have proof. I have it right here. It's in your fucking computer. You scan everything in these days. You can't destroy the documents. That's why the charges probably disappear, or you probably pretend like you still want to come talk to me and try to slap me on the wrist. You're the fucking killer with the gun and playing the murder intent game. Real murder. Legal name fraud is intent to kill. When you double down, then it's beyond without a shadow of a doubt that you are an intent to kill, maggot, belligerent psychopath. Okay? That's why they're all like, okay with you signing up for another gun. Yeah, you want to buy a gun and pay tax on it and register it? Great. Then we own it. And then when we go to collect it, if you try to shoot us with it, that's ×3. Instead of getting like a discharge of a firearm without, proper whatever, you're going to get attempted murder of a police officer. Disorderly conduct. Possession of stolen merchandise. See, they're not going to charge you with stolen merchandise because they're just going to confiscate what's theirs. Caesar's. Seize her. So the fact that you think you can own anything is the Cain mind. That's why Satan wants half. Yeah, 50-50. You want half? Yeah, they're always going to take the Cain side. Satan wants Cain. It's an allegory, okay? It's illegal to use a legal name. Read The American Lawyer, 1907. Read all the essays. Read everything on the website. Emma Swan's writing, True Grit. Where Are the Real Men At? Atlantean Halloween Special. Lies Camera Action, 1, 2, 3, 4. Voodoo and My L's. The Voodoos and My L's. What else? Choices, Bulletproof, and it's all like attention series, legal name series. They're all kind of divided into their own like subsections, and just read everything, and then you'll realize, holy fuck, I better be getting the word out. This ain't no joke. This is like, oh my gosh, this is real deal hell world, and they make it seem like it's fun. Hey everybody, coming onto the FEMA camp. Oh yay! They'll have movie night, the popcorn. They'll put a natural flavor HEK 293 on the butter flavor so that you're like, I need more butter, please. For the GMO popcorn, even though it's probably costs more when you think about it to get a GMO because you got to hire a whole laboratory to make it, to synthesize it. And we'll get into that with the synth and the scythe and the sin of the theos and God and everything like that, okay? It's illegal to use a legal name. Read and share the BCCRSS. Have a nice day.